Man, if you told me that in 2025 I would be learning Unreal Engine a year ago, I would just be surprised. I never expected that I would be now. If you want to learn why, stick around to find out. Before we dive into the video, I've got some exciting news to share with you. I have launched my indie game dev studio, Wolfsoft Studios LLC, and the website is officially live. I'm currently working on a game called Strings of Time. Think FPS with a Tim Burton style twist. Want to try the free demo when it's ready? I'd love for you guys to be the first to check it out. Head on over to wolfsoftstudios.com, type in your name and email to sign up, or just click the link below. Now, back to the video. So most of you may know that I started my game development journey about a year and a half ago. It was around, I think it was either middle to end of January of 24. And like I bet you most people, when you're looking at game engines, Unreal Engine seemed like the best way to go. So I jumped right into Unreal Engine because that's what a lot of AAA studios will use. So I was like, you know what? Why don't I try using it? So long story short, I went into a bunch of tutorials on YouTube, learning Unreal Engine 5, and I was extremely overwhelmed. I found the software would be very clunky with my computer, and I have a decent rig. So I found it very clunky, I felt like it froze a lot, and I just was not enjoying it. So at the time, I was like, you know what, maybe game development's not for me. And then about a few days passed, and I went into Unity. I'm like, you know what, let me just sit down, learn Unity maybe, because that engine is very indie game dev focused. Yes, at the time Unity did screw up a lot with the pricing strategy, but they reverted back to what they had at the time. So I went into Unity and I really enjoyed Unity. It was very fast and intuitive for me. I liked the layout. I felt like it was easier to navigate the Unreal Engine. But I wondered though, for a while, especially recently, if the reason why I didn't like Unreal Engine 5 at first, I was extremely new into game development. Just think about it this way, I went from never making a game to jumping right into Unreal Engine, getting overwhelmed and being like, nope, and then go to Unity having an easier time, probably because some principles you learn from Unreal Engine a little bit do go over into Unity somewhat. So it just was a little easier for me. And because of that, I'm like, you know what, this was a couple weeks ago, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what, let me jump into Unreal Engine to see if that was the case. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I am really enjoying Unreal Engine 5, surprisingly. And it probably is because I was extremely new to game development. Now, what I like about Unreal Engine is blueprints. I was never a great coder. I know some coding philosophies because I went to college for IT and I had to take some computer science classes. So I do know coding philosophies, so I do have a brief coding background. I was never good at coding in those classes. And Unity, you have to code in C# and just makes it a lot more difficult for me. And with Unity, with Unreal Engine, you have to learn either C++ or you gotta do blueprints. I was like, you know what, let me do blueprint as my primary way of making games in Unreal Engine, especially when I'm learning it. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, Nick, you cannot make a game fully with just blueprints. Well, I would like to revert all of you guys to a game called Choo Choo Charles that was made by one indie game dev, and that was made with only blueprints. And also, what I really like about Unreal Engine 5 is the templates when you go in. They have a first-person template, a third-person template, a top-down template. Think of like a Diablo. They have a virtual reality template, and they got a vehicle template. Now, what's nice about these templates is that I click on, let's say, first-person template, for example. I jump right in, and it's all, and they even have like a first-person layout for me. They even got like a little gun right there, and a little platform where I can have a little shooting mechanic. And it's nice because it helps you jump into your game dev a lot faster in your game development process, as opposed to Unity, because Unity, I gotta code all that. And it just makes it a lot harder, or at least it's a slower head start. At least on Unreal Engine, they give you a little bit of a head start so you can just jump right into it. And the primary reason why I am learning Unreal Engine is, in my opinion, it's good to learn multiple game engines. Whether if it's Unity on Unreal Engine or Godot in Unity or anything like that. Because if we run into a situation like what Unity did about a year and a half or 2 years ago, I think it was about 2 years ago, where they completely changed their pricing strategy, where it was extremely anti-consumer, that you want to be able to go over to another engine a lot quicker and easier, so you're not learning it all from scratch and freaking out. And also, you just want a backup plan, and that's really what I'm doing. And there's a good chance that, this is not confirmed yet, but there's a good chance that I'm going to be actually migrating Strings of Time over to Unreal Engine, because I am enjoying it that much. But as I said, that is not confirmed yet. Right now, it's still primarily made in Unity, so stay tuned. If you're an indie game dev, let me know what game engine you primarily use, whether it's Unreal Engine, Unity, Godot, Playmaker, Roblox, anything like that. Let me know down below. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel, and I will see you in the next video.